Oh yeah, oh yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you from my very favorite nephew, Eric, from Milford, Michigan. Thank you so much for this. He knows that I am a bee whisperer. Yes. I don't know, guys. God keeps sending me gifts. I asked God the other night before I went to sleep. I think this was on Sunday, Sunday evening. Because last Sunday evening, I was in the tree stand with my bow. And I asked God if he could bring me the buck, the big buck. And lo and behold, at 5:30, two yearlings walked in to my corn pile. That was at 5:30. And they ate a little bit and they left. Then, lo and behold, I look over in the lane, the same lane that the yearlings came from. Here I see antlers coming. It was dusk, really dark. I couldn't see, it was getting dark, but I could see a silhouette. I've taken many deer this way with just a silhouette. But I'm trying to make out the headgear. I'm not really, I'm thinking it's him, but I wasn't sure. He came in. I explained this in that last video, Steveo making meat. And I showed you the buck that I got. Anyway, he comes in. He drops his head on the corn. I'm swinging around, getting him in position. I start putting tension on the string. I'm going to take the shot. He heard something. He started moving away. He stopped. He stopped where I could get a shot. He was slightly quartering away. So I started coming almost to full draw, and he said, no, no, no. He walked away. So I let down, but he didn't take but about 4 steps over this way. He stopped again, but there was brush in the way, and I said, no, that ain't happening. So I started letting the string down. My arrow fell off the string, dropped 20 feet out of the sky, because I was 20 feet up, hit the ground, and that buck said, bye-bye, and he left. So yeah, the next day, that was Sunday, next day, Monday, I told Miss Daisy I'm going in the tree, but I'm taking my shotgun. And that Sunday night, I asked the man upstairs, I said, bring me the buck again. That's what I said, bring me the buck again. So I'm going out there, guys, at 3 p.m. 3 p.m., I'm going out. And I told you the story. I saw legs over there. I couldn't believe it. There was a deer there, but I couldn't see it. And then all of a sudden, he moved away. I don't know if he saw me. He moved away. He turned and came back. Very sneaky. This guy has eluded me for 2 years now. Anyway, I had opportunities last year, and I had an opportunity this year, but he caught me in the tree. He caught me coming to full draw, trying to come to full draw, and I would just put tension on the string, and he heard something, he looked right up at me. Gotcha, he said, I gotcha. So I just froze, couldn't do nothing, couldn't come to full draw, and he just left. Anyway, he came within the window. I didn't even have a shotgun shell in the old cannon, the 12 gauge, the old 12 gauge. It's got a 3-inch chamber on it. I dropped a 3-inch round in there. Shotgun shell was double aught buck, 3-inch. Close the breech on it, pulled the hammer back quietly, and he came right into that hole. And I got my shot. Boom, down, done, out. So God brought me that buck. Yes, he did. and it's a gift. So I have to honor him. I have to honor the buck. And the best way to honor a deer is to tan the hide, mount the antlers, mount the head, whatever, right? So here he is. Here he is, my trophy right here. Here he is. I've done what they call a Euro mount. Now I've mounted, guys, a lot of deer back in the day. I had my own little sideline taxidermy business. I mounted a lot of deer. I never had any call for Euro mounts. This is called a European mount. They call them Euro mounts. This is it. There's almost as much work in this thing, guys, as caping a deer out, fleshing it, and mounting the hide on the mannequin. It's almost as much work. I mean, you gotta boil it, you gotta scrape it, and this and that. But I went out on Amazon, and then what I do, I put it in a kitty litter pan. What I do, actually, I pressure washed it too. All the thin little bones in the nasal cavity. You can take I took a long pair of needle nose, and you get in there and you can crunch these bones out. You got to take a scalpel and go around the orbital sockets, and then remove the eyes. There's a ton of meat on here. I took a pressure washer, my Lowe's pressure washer, and pressure washed it. But you've still got tons of scraping on this thing. But then I put it in a kitty litter pan, and you take white terry towels, and you put all over. You don't want to get hydrogen peroxide on the antler, because it will bleach it out. It will bleach it out. You can put the color back in if you screw up. If you screw up in your boiling process or bleaching process with the peroxide, you can take shoe polish, brown shoe polish, and put this on and wipe it off, put it on, wipe it off until you get the color and blending you like. But here I was careful. I didn't do that. I didn't get the peroxide on here, but you put this in the kitty litter pan, prop the horns up against the edge of the kitty litter pan, say over here, and then put terry towels over, tuck them under here, and then you start wetting that with, get you a couple big bottles of hydrogen and put it on there and start soaking it. And then you can push the towel around and it'll stay in this position. So you just leave it in the kitty litter pan overnight. You stuff the towels inside all around, and that hydrogen peroxide will bleach the skull for you. So we need to put him on the wall. So I went out on Amazon to see what plaques they have, and I found this nice American flag plaque, and it also came with a hanger, which was cool. You put two of those plastic studs in the wall, and this bracket goes on here. This bracket is pretty cool because what it does is hooks in to the orbital sockets here. It hooks into those eye sockets there, and then this leg puts right here on the bottom. I dated it too. I dated the day of harvest, 12/18/23. So this just hangs on. Comes in and hangs on, and then it mounts to the wall just like so. Very cool. It was very inexpensive. I think it was only like 25 bucks for the bracket and the little American flag. Patriotic, yes. So that was Steveo's early Christmas gift from the man upstairs. My buck. Yes, it is. So anyway, we're going to get this mounted, and we're going to take the thumbnail picture on that video. Steveo making meat. We had a thumbnail. That picture I'm going to put in a 5x7 frame, little rustic, rustic wood frame. I got to pick one out yet. Hobby Lobby's got a lot of those I can choose from. And that will get mounted underneath, that picture will get mounted under here. So that is going to be very cool. So I had to show you this. And I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. That's another great Christmas gift. You guys subscribing to my channel and commenting and that, this and that. And next year, good Lord willing, I've asked him to help us out to get rid of the evil, the far left, evil, destructive people that are running this show right now. We're going to get rid of these people. We're going to put in place, I know we're going to upset people with this one, but we really don't care. No, we don't care. He's our man, and that would be Donald J. Trump. Keep that in your hair-covered computer. Never delete it. He's our man, okay? And I want Ronnie and Haley and all the rest to get in behind the main man, because right now they're basically just peeing up a rope. Yes, they are. Okay, so we can't have that. We got to get on the Trump train. Let's get the man back in office. Let's get this mess straightened out, because we are living in a living hell right now. Living hell. And God is watching over us. But he wants us to suffer a little bit, and he wants to punish us to show the far left evilness, okay? He's seen this before, guys. He's seen all this before, yes. And if it gets too nasty, he'll turn this thing into a fireball, or he'll turn it into a flood, or he'll turn it into both. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So get on the Trump train. Let's get this mess straightened out. And God bless you guys for coming over to my channel. And you guys are my Christmas gift. Let's face it. Okay? You guys are it. Thank you so much. 2024 is going to be a great year. We're going to get her done. You, me, and the bee whisperer. Yes, it is. All right. See you soon, guys. Be happy. Be strong. We got to keep getting on, and I'll see you real soon. Merry Christmas from old Steveo. Bye-bye.